Adorable. Never puts a foot wrong. Kate stars in poignant film left fans bounce off the walls. Kate left royal fans emotionally moved as she sat down with 98-year-old veteran Colonel Blum and 10-year-old Emily to discuss the importance of remembrance across generations. For the meeting, Duchess of Cambridge donned a dark green ensemble, which she completed by pinning a red remembrance poppy on her lapel. The trio met at the Royal Hospital Chelsea, where Kate learned more about Emily and Colonel Blum, who was also a scout before taking part in World War II. Kate was left visibly saddened when hearing how Colonel Blum lost a friend in conflict just 2 days before the war ended. Asked why remembrance is so important to him, he said, "I have to say I lost a few friends. One in particular I remember, he was killed a day or two before the war ended. That I must say affected me quite a bit. You wrote to their families to say how sorry you were to have to tell them about this." Kate asked, "This time of the year, is it lovely for you to reflect on not only the time that you served but also on your friends and loved ones that you sadly lost?" Colonel Blum simply replied, "Yes, very much so." The Duchess, who earlier this year became co-president of the Scout Association, was positively surprised to hear just how much Emily learned about remembrance, the world conflicts and life in Britain during them. Kate said, "Gosh, you have done a huge amount, that's brilliant." Kate, an amateur photographer, then asked to see some of the pictures brought by Colonel Blum. She enthusiastically said, "Colonel, I'd love to see some of these photographs." Colonel Blum went on showing a portrait of himself aged 18 and another with his wife, who sadly died 18 years ago. They then looked at pictures taken during World War II showing the various roles covered by the Scouts to help Britons evacuate and look out for danger. During their chat, Emily poignantly asked Colonel Blum why he thinks remembering is so important also for children. He replied, "I think they should remember what their parents and their grandparents did, because otherwise it's gone, it's lost." Kate and Colonel Blum were later taught by Emily how to make a red remembrance poppy. One Twitter user with the handle KeyWeagle6262 wrote, "She has the knack of drawing out the best of people. I think it is her sincerity and her naturalness that draws people in and allows them to open up." Another, at @royallybell_, said, "What a beautiful and meaningful conversation. Love how the Duchess always makes sure the focus is on others." A third Twitter user, at Vanilla6, commented, "What a lovely lady she is. She has so much love and compassion. And so caring. Love her to bits." Another with the handle at La0841267 lady said, "Isn't the Duchess just wonderful? She gets more confident and relevant with age. God bless her, William and their children." A fifth, at Inkai, wrote, "Such a wonderful conversation. I watched the entire video and Colonel is a true inspiration. He must have seen so many things during the war. And Emily is such a great example for young people as well. Duchess is lovely focusing on the conversation rather than herself." One more, at Alison Stewart 17, added, "She's such an asset, never puts a foot wrong." The chat took place at the Royal Hospital Chelsea earlier this month and the video was released on Friday. In the film, Emily told the Duchess what she had learned about the roles that the Scouts played as part of the wartime effort, including helping with the evacuation of young children from cities and taking part in fire watches and harvests. And the star veteran reflected on the importance of remembrance to him, having served in Italy during the Second World War. They also discussed the long-term impact of Colonel Blum's own time in the Scouts and the vital life skills and experiences that being a Scout can provide to young people, including building confidence, team-building skills and resilience. This year, Scouts across the country have been taking part in activities to commemorate the centenary of the Royal British Legion, which was created by Earl Haig in 1921.